what are some of the blue ocean strategies that like a singer songwriter would implement? Because like for DJs, right, 99% of DJs are just focused on gig, right? If you produce music, whoa, it's like big deal for you already.
I love this. What are some
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I want to throw that back to your industry later, but like,
yeah.
I think that's exactly what I'm currently struggling with. Because, okay, let's say Sam Willows, my previous band.
Yes.
Right? Hate us or love us. I know we're quite divisive, but
Love.
we had a blue ocean strategy.
What's
You
the
know?
blue ocean strategy?
Because I think we were like this ABBA group, two guys, two girls. You rarely see a co-ed group. And obviously, like we were all singing, playing instruments. We weren't the greatest musicians, but we tried to develop something that no one else had at the time. You know, and then we also had a bit of an online presence, and it wasn't, a purist strategy. We're not gonna be up there in the top 10 craftsmen or top 10 musicians in Singapore, not anywhere close. But I think, and thankfully we had people in the team that really thought of it from like a marketing and business standpoint, which is quite useful.
The managers and all that.
Yeah, or John was one of them. He was very business oriented.
right.
Obviously, we
Of
know
course.
John. Yeah,
Of
and
course.
I think he was the most business savvy out of all of us.
Yep.
And I think something about that chemistry complemented each other very well.
Yep.
And it worked when it worked.
When I first met you guys, John was known as the "Hey, everybody don't late" guy.
He still is.
Oh, he still is?
Still is. Fella's incredible. But I think in music, let me think of. Okay, that interestingly enough, I feel like every artist is their own USP and blue ocean if you get to know them. But what
Personality,
really makes a difference, and I came across this quote from a conference in 2014, and they were talking about if you're a songwriter, and there are literally 1 million songs coming out every day. Right now,
Correct.
there's 1 million songs being chucked up on Spotify every single day. How are you gonna get your song out of the gate? To get really like leaning forward listenership. And it's two things. A, it's writing about a topic that no one has ever touched on. For example, what's that Magic song? Why you gotta be so rude? The one where he's singing about his father-in-law, which is crazy. You don't even think a song like that is
Father-in-law.
going to exist, right? Or B, you write a love song in a way that's never been done before, like Labyrinth's Jealous. It's like the lyrics are, "I'm jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin," something like that. It's a totally different paradigm. So again, even in something as even in something as
Saturated.
as specific as a songwriting,
Oh.
you can also develop blue ocean strategy within it. Yeah. So I think that's something that I took away from that thing. And obviously, there's some really specific singers like Bo Burnham, who's a comedian that does really witty, cynical, ironic music. That's very blue ocean. He's doing well too. But what about the DJ scene? How would you set yourself apart as a collective, as an individual?
I think DJ is I wouldn't say as competitive as singers, because I always view people that want to be singers, right, to be like the face of the band. It's more glamorous lah. It's more glamorous, so more people go towards it as compared to DJ, because DJ is more back end, But recently DJing also coming to the forefront with headliners, so that's why there's more and more people that are like not passionate about it but just want the fame to go for it lah. So it is still a relatively new, but singers is like an age-old thing, You singer, you're like the man, Yeah. So I think whatever blue ocean strategy that singers used to use, right, we still can sort of apply it as DJs, because I think the scene is not as competitive as, let's just say, a singer. I would say. So like, for example, very good example is in Singapore. Most Singaporean DJs are just doing DJ gigs. They are just trying to fight for as many DJ gigs as possible.
Yeah.
The fact that you do online content is really considered stand out already. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to, shit on Red Ocean people. I think it's a very smart model as well. It's
more realistic, I think.
Open a bubble tea store in Singapore, you're definitely gonna make bank. Like there's a billion
Really?
bubble tea stores. Yeah, but I mean, it's a safer route lah. And I know friends who, they do the regular residency gigs, and they make really good money from it, and they're amazing musicians, and in a way that I can never be. And hats off to them.